Hello, it's me, that divination witch. I hope you're doing well. Back with a witchy video. I'm asking you the question and I'm answering it. What is the number one thing holding you back when it comes to witchcraft? Let's get into it. If you're new here, hello, welcome. I'm Sarah, that divination witch. I hope you stick around. It's a safe space here where you can ask questions and help each other out. Nothing silly, don't be afraid to ask. I've got a link tree below as well if you would like to support the channel. I'd be super grateful. I do tarot readings, I'm teaching tarot as well. I've got a Patreon community, memberships, all that good stuff. Thank you. What is the number one thing holding you back in your witchcraft? And not just witchcraft. This could extend to spirituality as well, or it could extend to anything in life. That number one thing, it is self-belief. You heard me. And this might seem like a simple answer, and perhaps it is, and perhaps that's all I need to say. But when it comes to witchcraft, no matter what sort of witchcraft you're doing, no matter what path you're on, what you believe in, whether you work with deities or not, whether you work with nature spirits or not, or your theistic beliefs, doesn't matter. Your belief in yourself does matter. You could be asking Hecate, you could be asking Aphrodite, I don't know. You could be asking the spirits of the land, you could be asking your ancestors, and you could be asking some powerful beings to help you in your magic. But if you do not ask yourself to help yourself, if you do not try and help yourself, believe that you can help yourself, then all of that's for nothing. You could know so many things, you could read so many books, you could have elaborate, fantastic spells, and none of that matters. Why? Because you don't believe in your own power. And it's not as simple as clicking your fingers and suddenly you can believe. Absolutely not. This is something that only you can do for yourself. No deity can fix it, no other spirit, no outside power, nobody else, no human, no one with a reading, no one like that. Only you can fix it. And how do you fix it? Well, it's not so simple. There's a thing called shadow work, and I'm kind of laughing as I say it because it's like, oh, there she goes, shadow work. And also accepting the fact that you are capable, you know. We all have inner demons, and I don't mean literally demons, I mean our flaws, things about ourselves we don't like. We've all got different life experiences. A lot of us have trauma, a lot of us have confidence issues. This seems to be a running theme from doing readings for other people. A hell of a lot of people do not believe in themselves, and I hold my hands up. Sometimes I don't believe in myself either. I feel like this is a human trait. It's a sort of flaw that we have, because there is a fine line between believing in yourself and being an arrogant, egotistical dick, basically. Any normal person doesn't want to be like that, you know. We don't want to be getting carried away and you know, think we're the best thing since sliced bread sort of thing. Most people want to be confident in a healthy manner, but where's the line? And I feel a lot of people, and I'm guilty of this myself, cross the line not to egotisticalness or egotism but to self-deprecation, the other way. You know, there is a difference between being humble and being, well, self-deprecating. The voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough, the feeling in your gut that says, oh, you don't belong here, you can't do that, you'd be stupid doing that, oh, that's so cringe, oh, you're so cringe, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. How do you fix that? That's so hard to fix. Now, disclaimer, obviously I'm not a psychologist. I might have studied some of it, I might know the basics, but I am not here to help in that regard because we're all different, okay? And yes, you could go see a therapist. There is no shame in that, okay? Some people feel ashamed to do that. There is no shame in that. It's like going for a checkup at the dentist, really, or going to the doctors or whatever. It's just because it's in your mind doesn't mean it isn't happening, you know? Like, your mental health is as important as your physical health. And I think we are coming to terms with that in the modern age, of course, but there's still a stigma around it, a big stigma around mental health. So there is no shame in seeking help. If you need help, get it, okay? Go to a professional who can help you with coping mechanisms. It doesn't mean they're going to wave a magic wand, but they could help you cope with life. They can help you process things. They can help you address traumas and find healthy coping mechanisms and ways to deal with it if you get triggered or something comes up. You know, they can help you through that and give you some solid foundations and techniques. But only you can get yourself there. Only you can say, enough's enough, I'm going to go there. Because only you can believe in you. Again, outside help can help, but can't fix everything. Now, aside from obviously, you know, that kind of thing, shadow work, dealing with your traumas, dealing with your issues, integrating it, accepting it's a part of you. They are a part of you. It doesn't make you less than. You can cope with these things and learning how to cope with these things. Apart from that, how do you deal with not believing in yourself? Well, that is stepping outside of comfort zones. Now, of course, if you aren't in a place where you can do that solidly, you know, if you still need to work on your mental health, or, you know, if there's something outside of that holding you back, aside from, say, just anxiety or something, then, you know, don't just jump into the deep end if you can't handle it. And this is something I've learned through Hecate, because she does push people. It's sink or swim sometimes, but she knows that you'll swim. She wouldn't put somebody at detriment if she doesn't think you can't handle it. And this is something she taught me, is that you need to go out of your comfort zone. So what I mean by this, like for me, for example, going out of my comfort zone at one point was YouTube. Still is sometimes, but me talking in front of a camera, nerve-wracking. And not just talking in front of the camera, then uploading it to the world, basically, when anyone can see, anyone, anywhere. Good, bad, and in between. That's terrifying in itself. I'm getting used to that now. Okay, next level. All right, let's do some live streams, but not just a live stream like I used to do on TikTok. Even back then, that was going out of the comfort zone. But sharing yourself, not readings, chatting with people, connecting with people. Oh, in real time. Oh, nerve-wracking. Next, do more in-person readings for strangers. Okay, so a situation arose. It started with a neighbour who I got friendly with, and she had a group of 5 ladies want readings, some of her friends, and I kind of reluctantly at the time agreed because I was being nice, you know, people pleasing, but in a way it was Hecate orchestrating it, being like, you need to get out your comfort zone. So I did these readings and I thought, hey, it's not as bad as I thought, you know, it's my nerves getting in the way. Especially when it's strangers, you know, in person, strangers. And now I've done some markets in person, strangers. And it's not just in the comfort of your own home or a room. There's people around. There's all sorts of energies around. They're walking past you. They're judging you. Do you care? No, not really. That wasn't as bad as I thought. I was actually really busy. It was a thing. I managed it. Might have been tired after all the energies, but I did it. From there, Zoom readings. And if you've had a Zoom reading off me, you know how nervous I am. Even though I talk on the camera, if we ever do a Zoom call, some of my people on Patreon, on the Heckaday tier, we have a Zoom call every month, and we chat every month, and I'm like, oh, I'm still nervous. I'm such a nervous person. But Heckaday is getting me out of that. Doing Zoom readings with people, one-on-one, people I've never met before and they've never met me. Although for you, I suppose, if it was me, like, you've seen me on video, you've seen me chatting, so it's maybe less nerve-wracking for you. I'm not saying it's not nerve-wracking, but you know who I am, sort of thing. You know my face and everything. I don't know what to expect here. I'm going in blind. I'm like, oh, hello. It's nerve-wracking, it's scary, but this is what I mean. Because we get in comfort zones where I was comfortable doing all my readings online. Yeah, I could do it, you know, video reading on a live or something, or like recorded or whatever, but I was comfortable doing that. Even done phone readings, because yet for a short while I did a stint on a tarot line, and that's a story for another day. Awful. But I pushed out the comfort zone to try it, you know. It's about switching things up and being like, no, I can do this. I'm standing on my own 2 feet. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to say, yes, I am. I'm confident. I am capable. And then it was actually Lilith that put a nugget of wisdom in my head once upon a time that I'll never ever forget. And I'm going to share it with you now. Everybody has a right to speak up. Everybody. Nobody is better than anyone else. We're all born in this world the same, and we all die the same way. As morbid as that might sound, but her nugget of wisdom is nobody's got the right to tell you what to do, and that we've all got the right to speak up and have our own free will, basically. And that's stuck with me. That's a lesson she taught me. And that's stuck with me. I appreciate that, Lilith. Thank you. That's what she embodies as well. I love Lilith so much. But that is the sort of belief you need in yourself. So when it comes to witchcraft specifically, if you do a spell, there's so many different types of magic, okay? I'm teaching some of it on Patreon. We're slowly getting there. It just takes time to put it all together. But there's all sorts of different magic. There's more folk practices and herbal sort of practices where you're working with physical things, plants, herbs, you know, things like that. Then you've got high magic, ceremonial magic, sigil magic. Oh, there's all sorts of magics, okay? But whatever magic you do, whatever spell or ritual you're going to sit down and do, or stand up and do, you have to have components to it. It's a formula. It's like a recipe or a science experiment in a way. It's cause and effect. And I do believe magic, on a side note, will be proved by science at some point. It's just the energy around us we're harnessing. But you have to have certain ingredients, certain components to put together, like this herb, that herb, and this sort of candle, for example, and this sigil. Right, put it all together. Bish bash bosh, light the candle, say some words, do your sigil, whatever it is. Oh, deep down, oh, it doesn't work, oh no, what am I doing, oh. Well, what you're doing, if you're thinking and feeling like that, if your energy is like that, well, what you're doing is lighting a candle, sprinkling a few herbs about and writing a sigil, drawing a doodle. That's what you're doing. But if you believe you've put these ingredients together, and that in your heart, in your gut, in your soul, this is going to do whatever, and that comes out from you, permeating into the working, and yes, it will work, because you are taking the energy that exists around us, harnessing it, manipulating it, and making it work for you, whatever the outcome is. And that's what magic is. That's magic. If you know what that is, put it in the comments. If you do not believe what you're doing is gonna work, then it isn't gonna work. And I know this firsthand because I've been that more times than I can count. I've been that, done that, got the t-shirt. Honestly, it's a school of hard knocks, it really is. So witchcraft specifically, if you aren't putting the belief in, the intention in, then it ain't gonna do shit. You've got a candle and some herbs and whatever, it ain't gonna do shit. But if you put the energy in, it will do shit. It's like baking a cake. You put all the stuff together, the eggs, the flour, the sugar, the whatever, butter. I don't know what you put in a cake. I can't cook, I'm crap at cooking. Mix it up, mixy mix, put it in the pan. You didn't switch the oven on though. You didn't put the energy in. What have you got? A mess? A pan of glob, you know? But with the magic energy, whew, you've got a fluffy, fluffy cake. A tasty, nice cake. Do you get what I mean? Hopefully you do. So guys, try, if you're capable of it, to get yourself out of your comfort zone. I know it's a bit at the time because I do it myself even now. Like, oh, I'm going to be doing a class, a beginner's class on Hecate, and I'm working on it right now. And I've networked with a witch that I met in real life who's local to me and got a studio and stuff, and we're going to do it in person as well as try and do it online. So watch this space. I'll be offering it to you guys as well. Depends on time of filming, if it's gone up yet or not, or what. At time of releasing the video, I should say, not filming. I'm petrified. If I'm quite honest, I am petrified. I'm like, oh, fuck me. Oh, God. What if someone knows more than me? What if I get something wrong? What if no one shows up? What if no one's interested? Oh, my God. All the scenarios. All the scenarios. Breathe. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to have to do it and go from there. Because hopefully that might lead to more things, you know, and this is it. You've got to believe in yourself, and what Lilith said, you've got a right to speak up. Use your voice. You were given a voice, use it. You were given a life, live it. I think we're all forgetting this, and I'm guilty of that too. We've got one shot at this life, whether you believe in reincarnation or not, or whatever you believe in. You're only going to be you once. The you that you are, uniquely are now. Be you. And that's the message. So I hope this helped, because I think a lot of people needed to hear it, to be honest. I was guided to do this one, and this is the one freaking thing that's holding you back. Because if you don't got belief, then you got nothing. Okay. If you've got anything else you want me to cover, let me know. I hope you're all okay, alright? And if you made it this far, you know what to do. You may as well hit subscribe. Hope you're enjoying the podcasts as well on the channel, guys. You know, if there's anyone you want me to collab with or whatever, you know, I can reach out to them through the magic of the internet. You don't ask, you don't get. So let me know. And until next time, stay safe, stay witchy. Bye.